grandfather, Ben Kramer, came to Atlantic City in 1924. He had learned the soft drink business from his family up in North Jersey. He originally came from Europe at the age of 16, learned English here, went to night school, worked hard, and in 1924 he bought used bottling equipment and had, I think, about 4 trucks and about 10 employees, and began in Atlantic City selling soft drinks. Initially, it was just that small number, I think 4 trucks and 10 employees, and only about a 3,500 square foot warehouse. But over the years, he grew. A lot of soft drink wholesalers did go into beer because there was a real opportunity. All of a sudden, right after Prohibition ended, all these beers were available, and if you were lucky enough to get assigned the brands, you would have a chance to sell a very highly sought-after product. Back in the early days, we had no forklifts. There was a lot of heavy lifting, and I know my grandfather told me how they used to stand on ladders and stack the beer really high. Everybody worked very, very hard then. By 1935, he actually purchased a warehouse on Virginia Avenue, and it was 35,000 square feet, and he was able to secure the franchises for Peel's and Ballantine beers, and they were both very popular in the Northeast. Also, Ballantine had the 3 rings sign, and if you want a good trivia question, the 3 rings are purity, body, and flavor. Most people don't know that. It's the same year, in 1935, when my father, Arnold Kramer, joined the business, and his area was in finance and in the administrative part of the business. Atlantic City was the sort of the world's playground up until the 40s, for the Second World War, and it was really extremely popular. In the 60s, Atlantic City actually went into a decline. The hotels were not being properly invested in. Atlantic City was no longer the place to be in the summertime. We had a few difficult years there. My father, who was not feeling 100%, ended up retiring in the early 70s, and I was promoted to president. And at that time, my wife, Lynn Kramer, came in. She had an accounting background and took over as CFO in charge of the financial aspects of the business. My younger brother, Stephen, joined the business in 1973. His focus was operations, and he was part of the company for 15 years. In 1976, casino gambling was voted in New Jersey, in Atlantic City. It led to the introduction of gambling at Resorts International Casino as the first casino. From that point on, there was a real casino boom, and the town started to pick up. We knew Coors was going to come east, and naturally getting Coors would be a game changer for us. And we spent over 6 months preparing for the visit from the Coors Brewery, and they finally did come in mid-1986. Fortunately, they decided we were the best wholesaler for the brand in our market, and we were appointed in late 1986. The brand was very popular and grew, and we grew with it. In 1992, we won the Coors Founders Award, and that was really a big deal. At the time, there was only one Founders Award winner in the entire country, and we proudly have that Founders Award statue here in our conference room. Within the first 2 to 3 years after we started with Coors, we were fortunate to be able to bring in 3 major product lines. One was Yuengling, the oldest beer in America. The second one was Corona. And third, Sam Adams, Boston beer. We were selling over 5 million cases and half kegs, and were successful in the marketplace. By the early 90s, Coors Light was approaching or became the largest beer in the market. Also, Mark Kramer, my son, entered the business. One of the important parts of our company are our fundamentals, which Mark developed. This really helps guide our company, and it's a way of trying to do our best every day, to accept change, to be the best possible distributor for our customers, supplier for our brewers, and employer for all the fine people that work here. 2019 happens to be the 55th anniversary of my coming in full-time to the business, as well as the 95th anniversary of the company. I know that if my grandfather Ben, my father Arnold were here, they'd be so proud. They really laid the foundation. To reach 4 generations is not easy. We're very happy that Mark and his team are able to run this company so well, and look forward to a lot of good growth and positive things happening in the future.